really the way it should be, though. It shouldn't be easy, should it?
But, you know, they came out hot. They looked great. And then they just started taking, in my opinion, too many outside shots for France, and they weren't going in, so they needed to slow things down. You know what I like right here is we see Johannes in the first 5 beginning of this third quarter, and they need to get her going.
In a big way. Came in averaging 8 points. She's good to the WNBA, isn't she?
She is. She's heading to the New York Liberty with her French teammate, Bria Hartley. Kim Mestag will return to the WNBA. Emma Messiman will return to the WNBA.
And they would like nothing more than to return with another finish on the podium, all of them. Make the journey a little bit easier over across the pond. Third quarter action underway between France, wearing the white, and Belgium in the dark uniforms and attacking the basket. France to the left, and immediately Johannes scores with a drive to the basket. So I think Garnier probably agreed with us and everybody else that you better get Johannes involved or this will be a disaster. Potentially, anyway. I mean, if they want to go ahead and win this thing, not just this game, but this tournament, you know, they do need her. And Waters, late in the shot clock, and more of the same from Belgium, just how they started the first half. A little bit out of sync.
Yeah, but you know what, Jeff? They cannot start the same way they started the start of the game, because to come back twice like that will just take way too much energy, and I don't think they have enough firepower to do that.
Well, now the turnover, and a little 1-2. Now, Messiman threw it back to Delar, and then Delar was trying to get it back to Messiman, which I thought might have been the right, but I can see why Messiman felt like Delar could have taken it all the way.
Maybe a little pass fake by Delar to, and then go up for a layup.
She gets it to Mestag. So that was an opportunity that went by the wayside. Mestag knocked away from Gruda, but France got it back. So France on top by 5. Another 2 for the French, and suddenly with Gruda and Johannes, they've come out and up their lead. Allemand, well, that was important for the Belgian Cats. Almost another turnover. You got to watch Mestag. She'll be a disruptive force out there defensively. Then Waters is getting in position, trying to draw the charge, but the referee
said play on.
Yep.
I think she might have tried to, again, pull one of those veteran moves and flopped a little bit, and didn't work out, let's put it that way.
Messiman to Waters, and the ball falls kindly to Belgium again. Belgium kind of standing around now. Allemand sprints, gets it over to Messiman. Now Pupa for France. Yayi pauses, takes it in, tries to make an acrobatic shot. 7 points to lead for France. Messiman drives in, takes the contact, and that's usually where she's good. She can absorb it and score.
Good job by Messiman. Again, you know, she missed. I thought that was an easy shot, her last shot attempt. So I think this is a good sign. Messiman getting the and one, and you know, maybe this will kind of spark her shooting. There you see it. She's only 4 of 12, which is incredibly not characteristic for her and her abilities. So I'd be surprised if she continued to miss shots that she's very capable of shooting.
Delard kind of nudged Johannes as she got to the baseline, knocked her out, and the referee called a foul. A Pupa to Johannes. That might have been forcing it a bit. Quick pass to Delard from Messamon. Bounce pass, boy, great recovery from Johannes defensively, but then she saves it in bounds, and effectively kind of the cardinal sin, isn't it?
Yeah, you say never save the ball on your end defensively because of a situation kind of like that. I mean, Belgium did have to make an extra pass.
So that makes it a 2-point game again, 41-39. And the drive and the foul on Waters. There are the points they just registered. So it's 41-39. Delard goes out. Trudy Van No comes in. Rahman comes in. Trudy's playing her usual big game tonight.
And you know, a lot of these players played together, played against each other. A lot of them have played in France. Messman played in Villeneuve d'Ascq. Julie Allemand is going to be with Marie Johannes this year in Lyon, playing in EuroLeague for the first time, the club. Tony Parker's club. Julie Van Loo played in France. Kim Mestag is going back to France.
Liam got position and Rahman just let her go. Lead grows back to 6 points. This one catches it, turns, goes up, takes the contact, or takes the tough shot, almost makes it. Again, France with a chance to build a little bit of a lead. Bigger lead. Gruda has the shot blocked, but the foul called on Messamon. So Gruda walks to the line. Allemand comes out. Messamon having words with the referee. That's the previous basket. Yayi out, shoving it on back in. Gruda seems ageless, doesn't she?
You know,
Number 2.
she was just so good at such a young age as well. So she's been with this senior team since she was late teenager. So
Rahman goes in strong and absorbs the contact like Messamon and makes it, and will go to the line for a 3-point play. I could argue that Rahman has been her level of play has increased so much in this Eurobasket that
as this tournament's gone on, yeah.
She's almost a revelation in a way. I don't think she was particularly outstanding last year. And Carpio comes in and commits the foul. Carpio getting into it with the French fans. It's a shame she's not fully healthy, because she's entertaining when she's at her best. Pupa pulls up. Soft touch gets her the friendly bounce. There's Carpio. Oh, no look pass. Nice finish by Rahman. Well, that was well done by Carpio. 20 points in the paint for France, 26 for Belgium. Johannes trying to go to work, and an offensive foul called on Chevignon. Chevignon. My French is not as good as yours.
Here you see that wonderful pass by Caprio there. She is exciting, but she also tries to be a little too fancy sometimes, which she turns it over as well.
And a foul called on, is it Chartreux? So, Chartreux rather. I think it's, you know, it's a situation for Belgium where they're going to live with the good and the bad of Carpio, because she does have outstanding ability at times and perhaps not many options. And Julie Van Loo goes to the line and makes the first one. And Alemán looks on from the bench. You can see she's been working hard. She deserves a breather. And then somebody from Belgium got into the lane too early. I don't know if it was Van Loo herself. So back to a 3-point deficit. France 6 of 7 at the line, Belgium 12 of 16. Chartreux gives it to Gruda, who goes in. Only black shirts, black and red. Pass back to Mestag. She gets it to Messamon. Look at him pass it around. Mestag, good! We've got a tie game again.
And, you know, I don't know why, but it feels like, again, France should be up, but meanwhile, it's a tie game.
Here's Gruda, though, catches it down low. Hey, the game gets hot. Maybe it's struggling a little bit, go inside.
Yeah, absolutely. You go to Gruda, you go to one of your veterans, someone who has always consistently been able to score for you.
Gruda's got 17 points already. And a foul as Messamon does an outstanding job catching that pass. And also Carprio did a great job of getting into the lane and delivering the pass. Foul France. You know what I'm surprised by? Third game of the day. Mestag gets a deserved breather. I'm surprised Bria Hartley hasn't been more influential. I thought early on it looked like she would be. And I don't know. I mean, she seems like a very good player, but just another French player, if you know what I mean. I thought she might be the tipping point for them.
You know, she is only 2 of 6. She does have 3 turnovers on the game, so maybe things aren't coming easily for her either. I mean, keep in mind, she's been with this team for about a month now, but you do have an advantage. This team got together May 26th, I believe, and she wasn't there. So it's difficult integrating someone. And, you know, Bria Hartley plays with Ipupa, Fenerbahce, and the coach there was Valerie Garnier. So they all know each other. Bria Hartley was there during the qualification round for this tournament. But it's different when you're there all together for the entire summer.
She plays with WNBA.
Yes.
By the way, Linskens is back in the game. So Messamon taking a breather. So this is an important phase here. Messamon out of the lineup. Johannes is online, but a little bit long. I like Johannes more when she's driving to the basket, personally. I know she can shoot it, but here's Julie Van Loo, and here's Johannes with the rebound. Now see if she can get something in transition. She's gonna hold it. Nope, she's gonna knife her way in. There you go. She delivers the pass. Much more dangerous. I mean, either she can get to the rim, or where she can dump it off.
And her and Alexia Charteroux, who was on the receiving end of that nice pass by Johannes, have such a great connection. They played together for the last few years in Bourges now. And when the two of them are on the court and they're connecting, it's really beautiful basketball.
Short. There she is again. Johannes over to Bria Hartley. Way too hard. Rahman, beautiful pass to Linskens. I tell you, everything Rahman does is right. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
she makes smart decisions.
Yeah, I think she is a very high IQ basketball player. And right there, that was just a poor mental breakdown defensively by France.
Johannes gets in the lane. I still like her closer, shooting the basketball like she was there rather than stepping outside and putting up some wild three-pointers. Rahman, down low to Alleman. Look at this again. Linskens, Belgium are passing it around, and they've taken the lead. They're not settling for bad shots.
Exactly. That was a beautiful execution, unselfish basketball, and they got the best possible shot out of it.
Partly tripped up by Julie Alleman.
First personal foul, Team Belgium, number 55, Julie Alleman. Substitution, Team France.
That was the passing play on the previous possession by Belgium. As they take the lead, and look who's on the bench cheering. It's Mestag, it's Messamon. Just seems like it takes a while for Belgium to get going. And, you know, France, of course, had those opportunities, which they were taking. They were building the lead, but instead of, like, stuffing the life out of them, they made
mistakes.
And they let them come back in the game. And Bria Hartley incredibly misses 2 free throws. So France right now really struggling, really scuffling.
And what I like for Belgium right now, they're doing a good job. And Messman's on the bench. Waters is on the bench. Kim Mestag is on the bench.
There's Hannah Mestag driving in. And good job by Rahman to drive in, but a little bit of a crazy shot. The final 10 seconds ticking off the clock on the third quarter. A Pupa over to Miam. Still a little bit of time. Hartley gets it up off the rim. And they do get it right at the buzzer. The Chevajon with the putback has stuck with it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good sign heading to the change of quarters.
I mean, Coach Mestag of Belgium must be disappointed with that. 3 shot attempts, and then finally you see Sarah Chevajon just staying with the play and getting the 2 points for France. It's not something, it's a bad feeling when that happens at the end of a quarter. If you're, a team that's made a run. Here you see 54-54, couldn't really be much closer.